guys, welcome back to my channel, Chronicles and Beyond in 2020. Plenty. What you doing? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Chronicles and Beyond. I am super excited and I don't care if I'm late, but compliments of the new year, guys. How you guys been doing? It's been such a long time, guys. Yo, kunini, when last? I mean, I think it's been like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, like I don't know. It's been a long time. This is definitely the longest time that I've stayed away without making content. So yeah, before we get right straight into that, I just want to say compliments of the new year, guys. It is a new year, it is a fresh start, it is a new beginning, and I am super excited. I love New Year's. I love New Year's. Like, I am in love with New Year's. I love this whole idea of sitting down and reflecting. It's my thing. I love this idea of sitting down and writing your goals and praying upon them and writing your visions down. Like in Habakkuk, they say, write your vision down. That is my thing. I love that so much. And I just want to say, before I even get started with this video, I just want to say compliments of the new year, guys. Happy 2020. I wish you guys an amazing 2020. I wish you guys light. I wish you guys love. I wish you guys peace. I wish you guys happiness. I wish you guys, mental health. I wish you guys financial freedom. I wish you guys academic excellence. I wish you guys promotions in your careers. I wish you guys love, man. Love is amazing. I wish you guys love. I wish you guys peace. I feel like I'm repeating these things, but I cannot emphasize how important peace and love and light is in a person's life. Mental health, financial freedom, all that good stuff. I wish you guys achieve the things that you set out to achieve for yourself this year. And yeah, how have you guys been doing? Like, wow, it's been a long time, but this is exactly why I made this video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys. This video is just going to be like a chit chat, life update. We need to catch up. It has been a long time, and I mean, it's not going to be like a very formal video. It's just going to be like two best friends who haven't seen each other in 4 months catching up, because a lot can change in a year. Like, if someone is to ask you what can change in a year, I'd say everything. Like, your perspective can change, your health can change, you can gain weight like some of us have, no jokes. But a lot of things can change. Your perspective, your mentality, your belief system can change. Like, you can go from being a Christian to an atheist in a year. Like, that can happen. Like, you can fall in love, you can change your career goals, like you can move, you can change countries, you can elope. A lot of things can change in a year, and a lot of things have changed in my life as well over the past year that I'd really like to share with you guys. My perspective on a lot of things have changed, my beliefs in a lot of things have changed, my priorities, like, yo, priorities can really change in a year. So this video is going to be a catch up. In that way, I'm going to be giving you guys a life update, and I'm also going to be sharing with you guys what you can expect in from Chronicles and Beyond in the year 2020, what you may not expect in 2020 on this channel. So yeah, let's get right straight into this video. So first things first, why haven't I been posting videos? Why haven't I been making videos? Because, you know, sometimes I've stayed out of YouTube for, in the past I've taken breaks. I've spent like 2 months without posting videos and all that. I do that all the time when it's necessary to do so, but mostly when I don't post videos, it does not necessarily imply that I haven't been making content, you know. So this time it's different because I really was not making any videos at all. And my reasons for that are both unintentional and intentional. Unintentional in that it happened more organically, it happened more naturally. Yeah, if you guys remember, last year I posted my first video. I can't remember whether I called it 20 nice things or something along those lines, but I was just talking about my dreams and visions and the things that I really want to achieve in the year 2019. And When I started that video, I was saying I am excited for 2019. I'm excited for 20 nice things. I am starting a year of zero anxiety, this and this and that. I spoke a lot about anxiety, and that's because it's something that I believed, like in 2018, I was starting to struggle a bit with anxiety, and I was like, nope, this ain't going to be my portion in the year 2019. So yeah, I started the year with a very positive mindset, and I was like, I do not want to experience any like continuous anxieties in the year, because anxiety makes you really unproductive and it really messes up with your brain and with your heart. So starting 2019, I was like, I realized somewhere in March that I was starting, like the pattern of anxiety was starting to come back. I remember there's a time I couldn't even write a test. I had to go see a doctor because I was just panicking. Like I was more than nervous. I was more than panicking. I was more than unsettled. Like what I was feeling was just too continuous, and it was happening too many times to a point where I felt like maybe this is anxiety. I remember even posting on Instagram, on my Insta stories, and I asked you guys, what does anxiety really feel like? Because I feel like there's a lot of surface knowledge when it comes to like mental health issues, and I was feeling a certain type of way that I really can't explain, and it was too continuous for me to call it a nervousness. Like it was just too much, and it was affecting a lot of me and my happiness and my productivity. So at that point, I remember I decided to go see a doctor, and the doctor was just super rude, guys. That doctor was rude, and he told me that you just nervous, there's nothing wrong with you, just get your act together, something along those lines. And I remember coming back, and I was like, okay, since I'm not gonna get help from a doctor, and I must just figure out what is wrong with me, and I need to fix this. Yeah, and that's when I really sat down and I realized that sometimes most of my anxiety is caused by the fact that I am an extreme planner, you guys. I plan my days, I plan my weeks, and I plan my months a lot, and I plan everything to the T. Like I plan for 24 hours, and sometimes I get very ambitious about time. I remember a friend of mine would always laugh at me. There's a time I used to stay at a place that was like a 20 to 30 minute walk from campus, and I'd get out of my place when I'm left with like 20 minutes to class, but in my heart I believe that I'm gonna make it. That's how ambitious I am about time, and I know that I'm not gonna make it because it's like 25 minutes for me to get to campus, just to get to the gate, but I'm gonna get out of my place left with 20 minutes, because sometimes I don't know, but I'm just very ambitious about time. I set myself up to do a lot of things, and when I fail, it makes me panic, it makes me anxious and stuff like that. So I was like, no man, I need to change a few things, and I need to, you know, simple things like if I plan that this on Tuesday I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. If I wake up at 8:30 a.m., my whole day is messed up, because I'm just gonna feel like I've messed up my day, I'm late, there's no way I'm gonna achieve the things that I set out to achieve and stuff like that, because I've missed an hour 30 minutes. So I'm gonna waste the other 22 hours or so, because I'd feel like anyways it's done, I've wasted time, I'm not on track anymore and stuff like that. Also with my YouTube videos, that used to happen a lot, because sometimes I'd set myself up to like shoot a video for 2 hours. I'd say from 12 to 2 I'm gonna be shooting a video, but life happens. Sometimes I come here and the lighting is bad, sometimes I come here and there are unannounced visitors, sometimes I come here and there are so many other things that happen, and I just start to panic, and it makes me anxious, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm not serious about life. I told myself I'm gonna shoot a video, but I didn't shoot it, wada. So I'm just like anxious, and then I force myself, and I hate forcing myself to do things. So oh yeah, I'm speaking a lot, but anyways, that's when I just decided that, you know what, I'm gonna have a different approach to life. I'm going to continue planning my days, planning my weeks, and planning all that, but I'm not going to be firstly arrogant about time, and I'm going to allow life to happen. Like if that day the lighting is bad and I'd set myself up to shoot a video, unfortunately I can't shoot, you know. If I don't have time to make a video, even though I thought I was gonna have the time, if somehow things happen I don't have the time, I'm not gonna force myself to make a video, you know. So from that I started to be more gentle with myself. I started to be more lenient with myself, and allowed myself to do the things that I could do for that day, and what I couldn't do, it's okay, we'll see it another day. And that's how it happened naturally, that I just couldn't I really didn't have time to make videos. And I mean, making faith-based content is a lot, because it's not all about coming here and sitting down and chatting with you guys or telling you guys a story time or whatever. When God lays something in my heart, I need to pray about it, and I really need to make sure that I understand what I'm going to be speaking about. I need to make sure that I'm confident in what I'm going to speak about, because I mean, it's social media and people will troll you big time if you don't know what you're talking about. And I hate surface knowledge, so I need to go down and read the word and make sure that I'm not just speaking from a point of excitement, or I just read a quote and I come and share with you guys. No, it really needs to be something that's really genuine. It needs to be something that has dealt with me to a point where I feel like I want to share with another person, and I feel like it's going to have an impact on somebody's life. So for it to have an impact on somebody's life, it needs to have an impact on my life initially. So that's how it happened naturally, that I just couldn't make content in 2019. It was really a busy year for me, and I couldn't take up more stress. And I told you that it was intentional and also unintentional. So that was an unintentional thing, because it just happened naturally. The intentional part about it is that I'll refer back to the video that I posted, the first video that I posted. I said in 2019 that my word for the year is growth. The reason that growth was my word for the year 2019 was because I'd gotten to a point where I felt like I needed to grow up in terms of the way I think, the way I take things, my spirituality. I was really craving a lot of growth in a lot of aspects of my life. Like, I just felt like I haven't grown as much as I should have. And I think I was thinking like that because I've been in university for quite a long time. And when you've been in the same place for a long time, you feel like, because I haven't like moved from one place to the next, then I haven't grown much. I haven't changed much. I mean, things that cause people to mature is change. You know, things that cause people to grow up is change. You know, when you move from varsity and you go into the workplace, you are forced to pay bills. You are forced to think in a different way. And I have been in university for 6 years now. I haven't had that big change that has forced me to grow up. You know, so that's why, man, I was like craving a lot of growth. I was like, I don't want to think like a university person. I want to think bigger, you know. I don't want my spirituality to be like that of a young person. I want to grow spiritually. Like, I just want to grow. And in that quest for growth, and in that hunt, or in that, I don't know what to call it, but as I was like yearning for growth, I started like scrutinizing my channel a bit more. Because, you know, when you grow, your perspective changes, and your priorities change, and important things in your life change. And sometimes the things that you believed in, you don't believe in them that much anymore. The things that were important to you, they sometimes don't become that important, and other things become more important as you grow. So I started scrutinizing my channel a bit too much, I'd say. And I was like, I went through every video, and I was like, okay, I realized that a lot of the videos that I've posted on YouTube, those are things that I genuinely believe in. Those are things that I genuinely stand for. Those are things that I am unshaken. Like 80% of the videos, if I am to like quantify that. But the other like 20% of my videos, I felt like some of the videos came from a very maybe immature point of view. Some videos came from a point of being misinformed. Some videos came from a perspective of lacking experience. Some videos probably came from a perspective of being very emotional about something, and I didn't feel the way I felt when I was posting that video. I didn't think the way I don't think the way I used to think back then. And that kind of made me cringe a bit, and that kind of made me to question a few things, because I wondered, you know, I wondered how people received my content on YouTube. I started to think about, do people feel like I'm imposing my beliefs, or are people open to the fact that this channel is just a platform where a young woman, a young Christian woman, is growing and finding her feet in the things of God? And that means things will change, that means growth will happen, that means things will continually change. I won't believe in the things that I believed a few months back, and I wondered if people were really open to that change that might happen, or people felt like you need to say what you say. Like, if you say you don't believe in this, you cannot come 2 months later and say, actually, I'm not sure about it anymore. So yeah, that's what I started really scrutinizing my channel in that way, and I started to kind of think along the lines of, how can I put out my content in a way that people will receive it the way I hope it is received. People will actually understand that what I say is not the Bible truth. You understand? What I say is not, it's not a rule, it's not a law. It is my experience, and it is my lessons, and it is what I have learned. And if you feel that there is something that you can learn from my lesson as well, that is amazing. But if you're gonna take what I share on this channel and make it a rule, then we're gonna have a problem, because that is not what Chronicles and Beyond is really about. So I was like, I really wondered if I'm giving my content to people who are open to the fact that I'm growing and I'm changing and I'm evolving. So as I was scrutinizing my channel, I was like, how can I really put it out there in a way that I don't impose? Because I definitely don't like people who impose their beliefs on other people. I don't like people who impose their lives on other people, because we experience life in very different ways, but very similar ways. There are things that are very similar about us, but there are also things that are very different about us. I can come here and share my academic journey, but in sharing my academic journey, I'm not saying school is hard. I'm not saying chemical engineering is the worst degree to do or is the most difficult thing to do. I'm sharing with you guys my experience with the course. I'm sharing with you guys my experience with relationships. If I come here and speak about how a man or a brother man did me bad, I'm not saying men are bad or relationships are bad or dating is bad or stuff like that. I'm saying mine was bad in this way, and this is what I learned, and I hope you can learn the same thing from my experience as well. But you might never experience relationship problems like I did, but you might experience academic problems like I did, and you can learn from my experience. Or you might never experience anything that I experienced, and that is okay. So that's why that was the more intentional part, where I decided to kind of take a chill from YouTube and really think about how I can put out my content in a way that I really don't impose. But I mean, I don't think I impose. I just feel like people take things differently, and yeah, a lot changes, guys. Like, really, when you grow up, a lot changes. The way you view things changes. The important things in your life become less important. The less important things become more important. I mean, that's life, and we're winging it. Like, literally, we don't all have a manual. We just do our best. So that is the more intentional reason why I stopped posting faith-based content on YouTube. But I am still going to continue posting faith-based content as God wishes, as God wills. Like, if there is something that is placed in my heart and I feel that I need to share it, I am definitely not going to stop. I'm not going to harden my heart. I am going to share it, because I know that so many people have really come out and said to me, you know what, your videos have really helped us. Your videos have really encouraged us. Your videos have really refreshed us, and I'm not going to stop doing that. I just hope that in everything that I share, nobody sees a perfect person. Nobody sees a rule, nobody sees like a guideline to life. All I'm sharing is my experiences and what I learned, and it's up to you to decide how you take that. And yeah, that's it about why I was away from YouTube for quite a long time. Life update: what is new in my life? It's 2020, and your goal is a final year chemical engineering student. Yay, guys! It has been a struggle. It has not been easy for me to get here, and I am super excited about my final year of university. It's going to be an amazing year. it's going to be a very challenging year. I am anticipating a very busy year. That's why I'm not going to commit to posting regular videos. I am still going to post videos, but it's just going to be like here and there, you know, but it's not going to be consistent. I am really not going to be consistent with the videos that I post, but when I can, I will, because this year is really, 2020 is a very important academic year for me. It's a very important career year for me. Like, I'm gonna be having to make a lot of serious decisions this year. I'm going to be really having to commit a lot. Like, I am going to have to go the extra mile this year, but I'm excited about the research project that I'm going to be doing this year. I'm excited about the amazing people, the amazing company that I'm going to be working with this year on my research project. Like, it's going to be a busy year, but it's going to be, everything is just going to come together this year. Like, everything is going to come together this year, and I'm really like knocking on chemical engineering doors. Now I'm just like, I see what we've been doing. I see what we've been, you know, what we've been trying to get to. And I mean, it's a very humbling thing to be one of the few, or the many, or yeah, one of those who have really like fought this thing until this point. I mean, it ain't easy, but by the grace of God, this is where we are, and I'm so grateful that I never compromised on my dreams. I never ever felt like taking the easy way out. I never ever felt like substituting my dreams or taking a shortcut. I am super proud of myself for doing what I really want to do. I am so happy about that. So that is the life update. Final year, what's good, what's up, what you doing? I'm really excited about that. Yo guys, you have no idea. You have no idea. Very few people can make it here. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna be humble about that. And what other life update, guys? The growth, like what I've shared with you guys now about where my mind is at, the changes that have happened, the deep changes. Yeah, that's a life update as well. Another thing is that your girl is a gonest girl. Like, if you know what a gone girl is, it's a me. If there are 3 gone girls, I am top 3, and I'm not 3, and I'm not 2. I am gone. Yeah, so I fell in love, guys. I met this amazing young man, and he is super cute, and he is super kind, and he is super amazing, and I love him. And I'm not gonna be talking about that, but yeah, I fell in love. Yeah, I fell in love, guys. That has been amazing. It has been nice. It has been super amazing. That's something that I'm really enjoying in my life right now. That is just komunandi, guys. Komunandi. There by love lives here. Homonate. So yeah, that's another love update. But yeah, I think that's all that I am willing to share at this point. What you guys can expect from my channel is inconsistency. It's inconsistency. One moment I'm gonna be here, one moment that I'm not gonna be here. But I think one video that I'm really wanting to shoot is like a day in my life type of video, or like a week in my life vlog, where you guys see what it really means to be like a final year chemical engineering at the University of Pretoria. Like, I will take you through my classes, I'll take you through my lab sessions, when I'm doing my practicals, my research, my study periods. You guys get to meet my friends who are like the ultimate loves of my lives. Maybe you guys get to see where do I see Bay in between all these hectic schedules, you know, how I make time for love lives here, how I make time for God, how I make time for church, and all that type of stuff. That's a video that I'm thinking I will eventually make. But yeah, that's all I want to share. If you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, even though it's gonna be an inconsistent channel. But just subscribe, guys. Subscribe and support a girl, and like this video, comment on this video, share with me. Oh yeah, the another important thing is that my word for the year. This year I'm calling it the year of now. This is the year that I'm really trying to be consistent with everything that I do. If I set myself to do something, I want to do it now, not tomorrow. I'm really breaking the tail of procrastination this year. I'm breaking the tail of, oh, I'll do it in an hour, oh, I'll do it next week. No, whatever I set myself out to do, I want to do it at that point. So this is called the year of now, and maybe I'll upload another separate video talking about that. But until my next video, please you guys tell me, what is your word for the year? What are your aspirations for the year, if you are comfortable with sharing that, and what you think of this entire video. Until my next video, bye bye.